Hi, I'm Colleen Bourassa. My business is Ageless Beauty and Wellness. A little bit about me. My background is in long-term care. I started adult foster care for Alzheimer's and hospice patients in 1988 in Washington County. That was quite an experience. And because I had so many non-native English speakers, I started a certified nursing assistant school so they could get their CNA and have other job opportunities besides just working in adult foster care. After that, I ended up going back to school. I started college in 1971 and I graduated in 1996. There's no such thing as supposed to. It's all about you. It's all about your choices. It's all about your intuition in what is the right time for me. So in 1996, I graduated school and was working for Standard Insurance as a disability benefits analyst. And I went back to school after that, and Standard paid for it, got my master's degree in certified vocational rehabilitation counseling. So my master's is in education and counseling. And they wouldn't let me use that degree. So I decided, okay, I'm going back to where I did my internship. And I did work with the state of Oregon and the veterans. And then 2009 hit. No money anywhere for any kind of contractors. So I found NuSkin at that point. And I had been doing mental health, disability, death and dying, Alzheimer's care. And to find something that went, oh, ageless beauty and wellness? I don't have to age the way my grandmother did. There's science out there with epigenetics, and I can do things differently. So I jumped in and started using product, and indeed, I did see a difference. It is the difference demonstrated. And what I found was if you have wrinkles, your nutrition isn't really good. So let's have a little bit of a science lesson. We all know that if you eat really well, you're going to be healthy. What's healthy about eating good fruits and vegetables is you build up an antioxidant savings account. And what they do is they fight off the free radicals that are attacking your cells and mutating them. You can see antioxidants in your fruits and vegetables with the colors, the bright reds, the bright yellows, the orange, the purple. But unfortunately, these days, the soil doesn't have the nutrients in them any longer. And how the heck do you know if your vitamins are working anyway? Because you can't tell where those antioxidants are or even if they're there. So NuSkin Pharmanex has come out with a scanner. And what it does is it shoots a laser light into your palm. And it's blue light going in. When it hits a carotenoid or an antioxidant, it bounces back and counts them. The higher the number, the better. Just like with your savings account at the bank. The more money you have in there, the better. I was really shocked to see that my score was only 23,000. Unless you have a way to measure it, it's not science. And by measuring the antioxidants, we can tell if you have enough protection or not. And what I like about this is that with these supplements, they guarantee that your score is going to go up or you get your money back. So, hey, what's to lose about that? My scan score when I started was only 23,000, which is not good. It's a D. You want to be at least at 50,000 to have some good coverage. And you can see that was less than half that. So over the years, I've been able to increase my scan score to as high as 98,000. And it's usually hanging out around 75,000. So I know I have a really good reserve to fight off free radicals. And I've been staying healthy. Plus, when you have good nutrition, your cells are healthy and your skin looks great. So people say, well, you have a glow. Well, that is called health. It's not makeup. It's not skincare. It's health. Now, the skincare does help, but it's not the basis. Your nutrition is always your basis of staying well, having the energy, having the vitality, having the radiance in your skin. All of that starts with good nutrition. With Radiant Skin, I came to the attention of Carrie Yu when I was out networking. She was looking for models for her jewelry. And she asked me if I would be willing to do that or if I'd ever done it. And I said, no, I've never modeled. And she said, well, you have great hair, great skin. Let's put you in front of the camera and see what happens. So the picture behind me is what occurred. That was my first ever photo shoot. And it was a winner. Of course, I didn't do anything with it for a couple of years. And then I finally decided, well, maybe I should use this as my business card because I am doing ageless beauty and wellness. And then Carrie kept coming back to me and saying, well, let's do some other things. Carrie invited me to work in the Chinese community and work with people that were coming to America to take a look at the schools for their kids from China. And I got to know several people in the Chinese community, and just little projects that we did kind of gave me a background of what the Chinese culture is. So pretty soon, Carrie was saying, well, let's see, we've got the Chinese Rose Festival coming up. It's an inclusive festival, and I'd like you to run and see if you could become a queen. And I said, oh, okay. And indeed, it was inclusive. We had African American, we had Russian, we had Chinese, we had Vietnamese, and we had Latino. So it was truly an inclusive festival. And it was really heartwarming to work with all these women. So after winning the Rose Festival Chinese Queen, Carrie said, well, you might want to look at doing some modeling. And if you do, we need to go to California and we need to get you in the International Modeling and Talent Association competition. So in January 2020, we went to LA for a week. And I was running from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. in all of these different activities. And believe me, I was like the oldest person there. I'm 68. I was 60 when I did my first fashion shoot. And then at 68, I went to LA to see how I could do. And of course, there was just a million kids and teenagers. And then there was a small cadre of women over 25 and over 40, but there was nobody over 60. So I thought, oh, this is interesting. I had a great time. I took first place in runway shock, and my category was 25 and over. I did second place in jeans competition, first place in fashion photo, and first place in lifestyle photo. So that was really a good endorsement that I am a product of my products. And I had the energy to run all day long and keep up with everything that was going on. So that was a good testament to what my vitamins have been able to do, and then my skincare. After winning the IMTA in January, I was ready to go with some more modeling. And what do you know? Even in the middle of COVID, 3 shows came along. The first one I did was Stefana Sardo for K Fagata, which is Women Over 50 Fashion. And we actually had the support of AARP as one of our sponsors. And we went to Bridgeport, and Saks off Fifth Avenue provided 2 costumes for each of the 3 of us. And we were able to use those. And then there were other women that did modeling out of their own closet. And these are pretty amazing women. You'll be interested in their stories. I'll post that link on my website. The next show that's coming is something that my friend Rakshana Trium has done. She was a refugee in Mozambique for 12 years, and she finally got to come to the U.S. And when she got here, her grandmother said, you really ought to go back and rebuild the school that you attended while in the camps. And she thought about it and finally came up with a nonprofit, which is Fermina Foundation, and started raising money. And in April of 2020, the school was rebuilt. And now, with her show for the International Women's Conference and African Fashion Show, she wants to raise money so that she can send money for supplies so that the trade school there can build the desks. And what we're doing with the African Fashion Show is the women there that sew and design clothing have sent us clothes, and we are modeling those clothes at the end of the conference. The next thing that's out there is with Carrie Yu. It's Beautiful Oregon and Friends. She has a gentleman from China, a gentleman from New York, a woman from Denmark, a woman from Vietnam, and others that are going to be showing their fashions. All of these things were filmed in isolation and on Zoom or outside. So everything was done correctly so that there was no problem. But those are three things that we can look forward to and say, even though we had COVID, we still had fun. So I've always had a skincare routine since I was 20, and it was always wash and tone and protect and moisturize. But I hadn't realized that there had been a lot of innovations. NuSkin has made huge innovations. In fact, they bought the company, LifeGen Technologies, that mapped the human genome and was able to isolate separate genes so they could do the experiments to discover if their products were working or not. Now, Pharmanex and NuSkin are a cross between Eastern and Western, and it's pretty much plant-based. It's pretty much all natural because we know that Mother Nature has the answers. Whenever you do anything chemically, you're trying to imitate nature. And if you can go right to nature, you're that much farther ahead. So looking at their age lock products, where it's talking to the epigenetics, which is the environment that the genes are in. So your genes are hardwired, they can't be changed. But however, they do mutate due to the environment attacking your cells, and they're not as pristine as they once were. Think of a Xerox copy. Your first copy is pristine, everything's perfect. But the more you copy, the more it mutates and the less pristine it becomes. The same thing with your genes. If the environment is not protected, your genes are subject to being mutated. And we don't want that. We want to maintain your pristine genes. So NuSkin has the epigenetics, the environment to support that so your genes are the best they can be. So one thing I do every day is wash my face twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And I use the Lumi Spa, and it's surgical grade silicone with silver embedded in it. So it's antimicrobial. And there's two heads here, and one goes one way and one goes the other. And that gently massages your skin. And it's been wonderful for helping with my lines and wrinkles and keeping them down. What I use is this special cleanser. It's got age lock in it, and it's the exact viscosity that works with the Lumi Spa. So you're getting the best treatment you can. Also, there's different heads for the spa depending on what your skin type is, and there's different cleansers depending on what your skin type is. So with the Lumi Spa, you get an age lock accent head for the eyes, and with that, you use the Ideal Eyes Age Lock Cream to help manage crepiness, lines, dark circles, and puffiness. This stuff is amazing. You can use it with or without the Lumi Spa. I use it twice a day. So the next thing in my bag of tricks is once or twice a week, I use the little wrinkle iron, which we call the Age Lock Facial Spa, and it works with a microcurrent. So it does have a metal back, and you have a wet hand, and that's how it gets the current to go into your skin to lift and alleviate lines. So you use the facial spa with the conductive gel. It is a level 2 medical device, and both these products are considered to be the device. After you finish with the facial spa, using the rejuvenating facial mask is a way to get age lock deep into your pores, because once you've used the spa, your skin is more receptive to all the good things that you're putting on it. So once I've cleaned my face with my Lumi Spa, then I'm ready to put on my treatments. Now, NuSkin has come out with the Age Lock Me. This is a device, and it has cartridges in it for all of your treatments. The bottom three are the special serums, and then you have your day moisturizer and your night moisturizer. Actually, you take a phone app quiz to find out what your special combination of cartridges are. There's over 2,000 cartridges, so they've got everybody's skin type down. What's great about this is the cartridges hold each serum separately and they don't mix until you're ready to use it. So it's not degrading sitting there. And what happens is it mixes in 40 micro layers. So it's in the best combination for your skin to absorb it and use it. So Dr. Dana's nail care is 3 steps. We start with a glycolic, which takes the dead cells off the top of your nail. And then you go ahead and use your buffer. And there's 3 levels of buffer. And then when you finish, you use the oil around your cuticles. So it indeed is a great nail care. And I show you my nails. They love this stuff. You do it once a week. One thing I love about NuSkin is we have good, better, best. So we have 3 different price points for people or more. And what I've done is taken the top of the line nutritional product called Life Pack Nano. And what it is 5 pills on one side, and then your lipids are on the other side. But that is 64 vitamins and minerals. So it's quite complete. Now, they do have other products that don't have quite as many. They've just come out with one called Elements, which is a powder. You do not have to take pills if you don't want to. And it goes into water and you drink it once a day. And that's 20 minerals and vitamins. So one thing that happened when I was working at corporate for long days was my brain would just be done after lunch. I was in a fog. My brain was fried. The only thing I was good for was filing. I was no longer able to write those 12-page letters that I had to write every day. So I found this product, which is called Vitality. Again, it's an age-lock product. And you take 6 in the morning, and it's mushrooms. And then 2 nighttime. And that cleans every cell in your body. So you no longer have to do a colon cleanse or a liver cleanse. It's your body is cleansing itself every night, every cell, every night. So one of my favorite products is cartilage. It keeps my knees from aching. I had a career of 13-hour days nursing. I've climbed 2 mountains. I was on Outward Bound. I've done 2 marathons. So I used my cartilage up. And this is a lifesaver because I can still exercise and hike and do the things I love to do. One thing about NuSkin is it has kind of a plug and play selection. Not everybody is going to need everything, but they've tried to look at what people need. And part of my job is to help you with your customized decisions of what works for you and what to try. I really care about people and how they're feeling and how they're being able to function in their life. If you'd like to have a conversation with me, you can call me or you can email me, and we'll have a conversation about what it is you would like to see different in your life and how we can go about that.